2 Odell tweets will now make it 3. Have really set the table where we are right now. Josina Anderson pointing out OBJ's first ACL took 11 months to the day, and 11 months out would be the second week of January. So right now we are at 10 months out. Okay. She also tweeted that she was told Odell is still on his visit with the Cowboys, and sources close to Beckham Jr. say he feels he's able to contribute to the playoffs this season, especially after getting in with the team and acclimating consistently over several weeks. And then Ed Werder, Ed Werder added to the David Moore report. He said the Cowboys have concerns after Odell's physical that his recovery has not progressed enough to ensure he would play before mid-January, and the possibility exists that signing him would have no benefit until the 2023 season. So that is where we are at with the very latest on Odell Beckham Jr. It was a very eventful early afternoon as the info started coming in, and things that we are being led to believe over the last couple, 2 or 3 days to a week are coming true. And the fact that we were talking yesterday about how New York and Buffalo, there's been no leaks that he's doing good. Todd Archer tweeted this morning that there's no social media videos of Odell Beckham Jr. out there cutting and running and doing stuff, which is another red flag. So, we were kind of expecting this. Now it's a reality, and it's a matter of, what the Cowboys and Odell can sort out.
Yeah, there was a lot of hope, that they were going to be able to get things done. But people just kept reminding me, they're like, hey, we could be all positive we want and talk about this until we see that knee. We can't do anything, we can't. And now you're starting to hear that they saw the knee.
Yeah.
And now the reality of the reporters are all stepping in and saying, okay, well, this is what my sources are telling me. This is what my
So what kind of value does a guy like that have at this point? I think it's great they're negotiating it now, because if he can play, it's going to be a surprise, and you're not going to compensate that right now. You're not going to give him a contract with guarantees right now at all, which I think is really good for Cowboys fans, because you want this to be as risk-free as possible.
Yeah, and that's the problem you're running into right now. The further this gets, the Cowboys are like, listen, we're willing to do this. And if we'll give you the benefit here of having one of the best rehab guys in the league work with your guy and get this thing started the right way to where he can start to play some games potentially in the playoffs. But if they're looking like, the Cowboys might be, and Odell's camp might be, listen, we want some assurances, though, if he does play, can we get a deal for next year?
Oh, yeah.
And that's the whole thing. And we're not going to let you rent him for 2-3 games. We're going to make you pay for the privilege of having him here for these 3 games. And the Cowboys are saying, well, wait a minute. We're going to give you an opportunity to potentially win a Super Bowl again this year. And we're going to rehab you while you're at it.
Yeah.
To get you even better,
Yeah, that's interesting, because I was kind of thinking prior to you saying that, this is making me feel like, well, OBJ really does just want to play this year, right? But now so maybe that's what the conversation is right now.
I think that's why it's taken a long time. And if Odell Beckham would have just agreed to the veteran minimum right now,
be done. We'd be talking about a done deal.
We'd be talking about a done deal.
So that makes sense. If I'm the Cowboys, I'm like, who we are. Your agent knows how we do business. We're not. We can't do that.
Sure.
You need to see you're at an age now. You're no longer a top 5 or top 10 or maybe not even top 15 wide receiver. And if you play well here and win again, you're going to get all the money in the world, right? But we can't assume the risk for a guy 32 years old, way past his prime, coming off a second ACL surgery. The risk has to be minimal. I'm sure we could do an incentive thing. If you do play and you play well and we reach the Super Bowl, we want to compensate you for that in a big way. We're not trying to steal production from you. We just have no guarantee or reason to believe that you are going to produce.
I think I should have looked this up. Did he get paid by the Rams in crypto? His contract, I think he took millions in crypto, and that thing just tanked on him. So he might be in a situation where he's looking now for more of a long-term kind of a situation where, the money, try and recoup some of that money that he did lose.
So he decided to be paid his his $750,000 salary in Bitcoin when he became a free agent last November. And then after Bitcoin's recent plummet in January, the news reported that he net only $35,000 from his contract with the Rams from the entire year.
Yeah.
So
He didn't dump that much.
Yeah.
Bitcoin's only down like 65%.
Yeah,
Not
well,
98%.
yeah,
That's bad math.
It's a good. Well, that's
From
what
750 grand to 30 grand.
That's what the internet's saying.
Okay, internet.
Well, it's about money.
And he could have sold the Bitcoin. You know,
He could have.
and it's a drop in the bucket compared to his career earnings. If
Right,
Odell Beckham
absolutely.
Jr. needs money right now, I'd be shocked.
Yeah, if he has his career earnings.
And that might have just been
fire, bro.
Right.
He got triggered by that coin conversation.
Could have just
Shout
been
out
a
to that.
percentage of the contract as well.
Yeah.
Dawson got real.
I mean, you're still, and on top of that, you're still holding like 15 Bitcoin, which puts you in a great spot. It's just
Okay.
down a little bit.
I was just trying to think of why he would need the money.